So I just want to see how fucked I look right now.
I've never seen you teared up like this.
Hi everyone, from First We Feast, I'm David Widmeyer, and you're watching Hot Ones. It's the show with hot questions and even hotter wings. And today we're with a team that has stood the test of time, with over 40 escape rooms completed together, and almost 10 years of friendship under our belts. Team Larry, welcome to the show.
Woo!
Let's go!
We have Brandon Mattice, Video Maestro, Kristine Mattice, Kid Wrangler, Meloday Grace Widmeyer, Fundraising Guru, and David Widmeyer, Captain. What was that?
And David Widmeyer, professional camper. That's your thing.
Today we have an assortment of season 21, I want to say.
Season 20.
Season 20 Hot Ones wings. So we're going to get into it, get after it today. We have some good questions planned. I know you guys have some good questions for us. We have some good questions for you, and I'm looking forward to seeing how this goes.
But before we get into that, what are our strategies for today? What are we feeling? How are we gonna attack? I got oat milk going on and some non-iced water. What do you guys have?
Ice waters, cow's milk.
Cow's milk. From previous experience, the milk is where it's at for me. It helps to a point. And then once we probably get closer down the line of like the really brutal stuff, probably dip into the ice cream.
And what do you have, my love?
I got lemonade.
Which is an interesting choice.
It is an interesting choice.
For me, I think it's, and frankly, what I should actually have is the full container beside my side here. Because for me, I think it's more just like a volume thing. Like it's not like I'm gonna hold a glass of milk in my mouth for like 30 seconds, right? Like I just want to constantly fire hose my mouth with something that's not too bad.
We're gonna do it. We're gonna be okay.
Be fine.
All right.
Woohoo! Wing number 1.
To Larry.
To
The
Larry.
classic hot
To
sauce.
Larry.
Oh yeah. And a shout out to David for deep frying these wings to perfection.
Chef David.
Unbelievable.
So, you both have been known as our universal constant for as long as we've been together. How do you feel about holding this label? Do you think it as a blessing or more of a curse?
Oh no, it's great.
Yeah, I'm cool with it.
It's not a curse at all. It's not like, no, it's good.
Yeah.
There's no pressure.
I think for a while it was like, I don't want to say embarrassing, but like people would ask, oh, how long have you been together? And it's like, oh, well, since like grade 8. And like, I just know that reaction is coming and it's like, boo, like, oh my God. But it's kind of nice to wear it as a badge of honor. Like we've gone through so many things together and we've gone on so many adventures and it's just fun to have the same person by my side the whole time.
Yay!
It's definitely unorthodox. It was definitely one of the things that when David told me about it, I know I was just like, I'm like, what do you mean they've been just together? They're like, you said they've only been together since like just the two of them since like 8th grade, I guess?
Yeah.
And I'm just like, oh God. And like I have my list
What
going through my head.
weirdos are you introducing me to?
Well, it was interesting because you hear all this stuff before you actually meet
Yeah.
the couple. So when I first met you guys here, I was just like, I wonder what they'll look like. Because you never know what it could be. What's your favorite like way to respond to someone saying like, how does it feel like to only have been with each other?
I don't know if anybody's ever asked that, I guess. But it's awesome because just growing up together, learning about the world together, it's just been so good. I can't imagine it any other way.
Yeah.
Starting with somebody new who already has experienced the world, and now you got to mesh that together with your own experience of the world.
It is the sunk cost fallacy at this point. You're right, you can't abandon this. You have no choice.
I wasn't going to say it.
Exactly.
No, it's cool. And I think, that was something that I experienced, and I talked to you a lot about it, but when I was in Latvia, I was having these experiences where I was starting to do stuff, where I was like going out on these trips and stuff, And all I could think of the whole time was, I wish Meloday was with me for this adventure.
Yeah.
Right? So it's like eventually you're just with someone so much and you're just like, I just want that person with me every time on every adventure to do everything with me.
Good summer days off.
Yeah. You're now 2 wings in, having experienced 2 tofu wings before, and already raving about these wings. How are you feeling about being back on the chicken train?
On the meat train.
Yeah, I mean, I'm still, like, you can't take away, like, a decade plus of being vegetarian. And, like, I thought that way when I was a teenager, and, you know, I'm still, to an extent, kind of think a little bit of the same way now, but there's just no denying that actual meat tastes way better, and it's way easier to meal prep and find stuff to eat, so.
Oh, and, like, I don't point fun at it. Like, I'm not saying this to, like, make fun of you. I think it's, like, a noble thing to have these decisions, and, like, you're making, you know, your own mature decisions for your own reasons. Like, I'm not here to make fun.
Yeah, no, I get
Just,
that.
now you get to eat delicious wings.
Yeah, I mean, this is way
And not
better.
sad wings that
They were-
I didn't
were
know how to
so
cook.
sad.
They were
just
sad,
harder for
but they were,
David to prep.
they were still very spicy.
Okay, yeah. All right.
Serenity and River.
Yes.
Both names that you guys have potentially chosen for your daughters.
Oh,
How and when do you tell them that these names came from the movie Firefly?
It's not from the movie. It's from the show.
Oh, sorry, the show. Yes,
It's
you are
from
correct.
the show.
Yes.
Do you even
this
like
is correct.
Firefly?
Sorry.
I don't have any issues with it, and I'll tell them as soon as we can tell them. Yeah.
That is from the show.
Oh, sure. Why not?
Do you like
It could be like
give
an
them the
animal thing.
first episode and let them like hear the names on their own and they find out, or you're like, here's where we got your names, turn it on?
I think it has to be a thing that we tell them before they go into school and they, you know, encounter obviously other parents that probably understand what it is.
Yeah.
The thing is though, unless they're twins, they probably won't realize it until the other one's in school.
Yeah.
Because River's a very popular name.
Yeah.
So I mean, like, they're not gonna know.
But, like, okay, look, let's be realistic here, right? Like, how many kids out there now are walking around who are named, like, Arya, you know, from Game of Thrones?
Khaleesi.
I didn't know that.
Or,
Khaleesi's from Game of Thrones,
yeah,
and I
there's
have a girl
so
in my class. Yeah.
many of these. Like, it's not, honestly, like, with our generation of what we are, with the kids that are coming out nowadays, like, I don't think it'll be any weirder if they were, like, it'll be, and frankly, Serenity is, like, from a show from, like, the late 90s. It's gonna be way dated at that point, and people be like, oh, that is kind of, like, oh, how vintage.
So you don't think we need to tell them?
I think we could tell them if we want to, and, like, you know, frankly, they're gonna grow up knowing that, like, Dad's a giant nerd. He loves to play video games. He loves to watch sci-fi. I'm sure at some point, like, it's not even the most violent of shows. Like, I'm sure at some point we could show it to them. So
It's
like,
so good.
yeah, it's fun.
It's a great
I've only
show.
watched it once.
So
I will say that.
regardless, whether or not we get to Serenity or if we end up changing that name, I have no shame in, like, telling River or Serenity that their names come from a show that we enjoy. Right? Like, that's the whole
Yeah.
point.
Well, and that's the thing, like, they're beautiful names on their own. It's not like you're like, hey, Solid Snake, you know, my son, whatever, like.
I want my son to be named Solid Snake.
Now you've put this idea in his head.
That's out in the ether now, yeah.
I feel like I'm gonna be too doped up to even have really control over this.
Yeah, wait a second. I get to fill out all the paperwork.
Yeah.
So.
I'm like, whatever happens, it's because of your father. My whole name is a typo because of my father.
What?
So yeah,
Maybe
it's a typo.
keep up
My
the
name's a
tradition.
typo. My name was supposed to be Song and Dance, Melody Grace, but the A got in there because my dad was tired, and he actually
No
didn't know.
way.
He didn't know until 3rd grade. I was in 3rd grade, and he's like, "Oh, by the way, when you start filling out documents for the government, like, you can't spell your name the way you've been spelling it." I'm just like, what? I'm like, no, you have to spell your name, like, on your library card and everything. It has to be Meloday. That's what your...
So
That's
we're,
amazing.
was your name Melody for the first couple years?
They said
then?
Melody Grace but actually they thought it was just Melody, by the way. And then they also came back at me later on. It was just like, oh, by the way, also, not only is your name Meloday, but you have to put that middle name that we thought was your middle name a part of your first name. So it's actually
Oh, it wasn't even
Meloday
supposed to
Grace.
be your first name either.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
Very interesting.
I love the way it turned out.
Yeah.
I
Which
love
means
it.
if you guys decide to have kids, Brandon, you too can sabotage your children's names.
Don't you dare.
Not on purpose.
Don't you dare.
So we could both have our own. I'll have solid snake, you can have liquid snake.
Perfect. I mean, if you're in the recovery ward and David and I are like a couple of pink Whitneys deep and we're like signing the paper.
I'm gonna specifically tell the nurse now.
We have to form an alliance.
I signed the papers.
We have to
I
form an
gave birth.
Amazing.
I signed the papers.
Ooh,
It's spicier than the last two.
that one's a little spicier right off the bat.
Yep.
We all went through COVID, and it was a difficult time for most. While bad things resulted from lockdown, there were a lot of good things, some embarrassingly good. What would you both claim to be the best guilty pleasure that resulted from the lockdown?
Guilty pleasure, I might have to think about a little bit, but probably the coolest thing or the most COVID cool thing that we did was we made a mini golf course in our living room. Well, not even just the living room, the whole apartment.
Yes.
We had like all kinds of stuff around the house, and I'll queue up the pictures right now on the screen. Yeah, we had like board games scattered around and like, I don't know, clothes and furniture, and then at the end, you had to golf up a ramp. Your golf ball had to go up a ramp.
Through the Ring of Fire.
It was the Ring of Fire. It was like a frisbee you had to go through, like one of those whole frisbees, and we had like a bunch of candles around it.
Yep.
And I think I won that one on a nice putt at the end of the Ring of Fire.
So that's definitely like one of the perk sides. So like, you know, I love the video game, kind of like I definitely had a little bit of free time on that one. But more to the point, I was looking more in the direction of like, you know, it was great that for like 2 months, you didn't have to schedule anything with anybody, right? It was like, oh, you have a free pass to like, oh, sorry, work. I don't want to come in today. I've got COVID.
I think coming out of it.
Not getting dressed up.
Oh yeah,
Like, I
That's
did
a good one.
See, I think I remember talking to you and you were like, oh no, I still get dressed every
I do.
day. And I was like, girl, I ain't get dressed every day. I'm not going anywhere. I'm just in my pajamas.
I guess maybe a guilty thing. I was in school when COVID was kind of midway through.
Oh yeah.
And I'm graduated now, I'm working now, but there definitely was a point where like, maybe on a particularly hard exam or two, there were a couple of sticky notes up on the wall. Lockdown browser be damned.
You know what? You deserve it. Honestly, you deserve it. Because this is what your whole like life is right now. So you know what? If they didn't want you to do it, they would have.
You can't take it back from me now. I got it. You can't reverse engineer it.
Try and take it, Nate. I challenge you to take this to the courts and remove his certificate. Take this man to jail.
This is so good. Big fan. David and Meloday, you basically are a power couple in our eyes. David exerting your physical power out in the field. Meloday wielding your mental power in the office. Typing emails, making phone calls. But let's just say that you had to put your professional careers behind for a second, and for whatever reason you had to work together, you had to start a business together. What do you think you would be the most successful at?
Diner, an escape room.
A diner that is also an escape room.
Yeah.
Wow, you
love
guys
it.
had that locked and loaded.
We talked about
Amazing.
this a fair bit.
Well, it would be like diner up front, because like my passion is like, if I had one thing I could do, it would like, cause I love diner food. I love like
100%.
breakfast food. I love making it. It's like, I feel like there's something so comforting about like a fucking like $8.99 breakfast, you know? Like,
Can we swear on the show?
but you know what I mean though, right? Like, I don't know. I guess maybe experiences may vary, but like when I was going to university, there was 2 diners in town, and I remember going with like my friends to those all the time, and that was like, cause it was cheap, it was off the campus, it was like this crazy place, it's always super busy, always like so lively, and yeah, diner, great.
Breakfast isn't, I don't even want to say it's underrated. It's the best meal
It
of the
can
day.
be every meal.
Yeah.
And
It
I
can
would,
be so varied.
yeah, it would be like breakfast all day, of course, and then, you know, we'd have like clocked hour, like, you know, in the evening we'd have like a burger or something.
But it'd be like cheap breakfast too.
Yeah.
And like my side of it would be the economical side and obviously the philanthropy side. We like the idea of people that we hire to work at our restaurant will be individuals that are in need of it, like need of a second chance, teenagers that want to work, people who were wronged by the prison system or something like that.
Like just
Anybody that really
give people a
needs
second chance kind of thing.
help.
Oh, I
And
love it.
we would run that side of it. And obviously an escape room where we're all doing that together.
Yeah, tell me about the escape room part.
Yes.
And I mean, ultimately, like, I don't know, you always have clever ideas. Like, you're always trying to, like, think of those kind of next step. Like, you have all these stories in your head. And I think, like, you know, if we're not, like, having a little bit of fun with our business to make it stand out, like, make an escape room, make these diner things, like, why not time together, right?
Yeah.
So,
But like, let's be honest, if we had the ability, we'd probably make like a whole empire. So like a clothing business would also be on the side in there, or like anything to help out animals,
we're
because you
talking-
love
I
animals.
do. But we're talking, like, a one building kind of thing. And this is it, so.
We have a lot of options.
I love it.
Also,
Awesome.
tattoos.
What can't you do?
It'll be like the everything I find vaguely interesting store. You know, what the hell is the name of that place? It was always in the mall. It was like, it had like weird, like it was all that like you're like a pseudo goth kind of.
San Francisco?
Oh,
No, maybe it was like you could get like your crystal balls and like your
Yeah.
various
Green Earth.
dragon statues.
That was Green Earth
and
for
like
Kitchener.
a sword or something.
Yeah.
I feel like in Cold Lake it was San Francisco, which was like the precursor to Spencer's.
Yeah.
The same like kind of goofy weird stuff in the front, and then like the really weird sexual like.
Yeah, no,
You know.
like it
No,
was,
there was like a store that had like crystals and rocks in that store when I moved to Cold Lake, where the Yogan Frus and the North Side Pizza is.
like that's kind of like the idea, you know, the mental picture I have of our place is like because that place is like a disaster. Like you walk into there and you're like, what am I getting myself into? Like, why is there a broadsword on this wall and then like a naked fairy statue over here, and this is some incense, and then like this is like a bad skeleton holding like a pirate box.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
what the hell is this place?
It was called Green Earth for us.
And it
in
was
Kitchener.
like the chick who's working there, pardon my chickery, but she's sitting there looking like she just wants to go out and smoke in the alleyway and commit suicide. So,
David Widmeyer's trinkets and wares,
yeah.
basically.
You want some food, you want a tattoo, you want a gun. Hey, we got everything. Go on to an escape room?
That's probably the out of all the things that you said, even though escape room is like the most normal thing, when you tack it on to the end,
It's a little sus.
very sad.
We got one in the basement.
got an experience for you if I'm gonna tell you something. You're not gonna be escaping through time soon. Yeah, well, we'll look at our ratios, buddy. 0% so far.
I know he sounds crazy, but it's a really good time.
Yeah. And the wife that's like really cheery, and you're like, I don't know who to believe.
They could both kill us.
Yeah.
All right. Next. Chicken wing.
Bing!
Let's do it.
Oh god. Sorry. Now that you've both gone through your 20s together,
Almost.
almost.
I got a couple months left.
Basically, you now have your 30s to conquer. Once October hits. Oh my goodness. What's in the works for the Mattices in the next decade? What do you have planned?
Okay, well, you wrote things in my birthday card
I did.
that puts a lot of pressure on. And they were before I hit 40, right? I
30.
think- no.
Oh, 40. Yeah,
Yeah,
sorry,
before I
yeah.
hit 40. So those are some pretty good ones that I would like to try. It was like an escape room in Germany.
Yes.
And oh, what else was on there? I pet the sloth.
Yeah.
So I'm so happy about that.
Fun fact, I did know he was gonna do that, so that's part of the reason why I put it in the birthday card.
I love
so
that.
That's why.
Yeah. Yeah.
Travel for sure. There's a
Yeah.
couple places we'd like to travel.
Yes.
Maybe a house would be great if we cut back on the Starbucks and the avocado toast.
We're millennials.
I know.
Staples.
I mean,
You are going to land a kickflip
But the-
before you're. Oh,
before
that's
I'm
before
30.
you're 30,
Yeah.
not in your 30s. We have.
in the 30s, definitely, I think travel is a focus.
Yeah.
Just continue making memories before, our bodies start to break down, even more so than they already
Degrade.
are. But I think we got a pretty good thing going. We'll just keep.
I would like
Keep
to
on
get
that
into a
trajectory.
hot air balloon
Yes, me too.
That'd be really, really cool.
Let's do it, us 4. I really want to do that.
Hot air balloon would be so cool.
Here's the horrible question.
Uh-oh.
What are you thinking, kids?
Still unknown.
Still unknown?
Unknown.
Undecided?
Yeah, we have gotten to this awesome point, I think, in our lives where it's finally like, it's okay to change your mind on things. Whereas when we were younger, everything seemed like you had to have an opinion and you had to stick to it, and it was like, this is the way it is. And now it's like, okay, today, no children. Tomorrow, who knows? You never know. Maybe we want kids tomorrow. But today is a no, and then tomorrow we'll see what happens.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
We're at a point too where like if there was an accident and we had a kid, it was like, okay, cool. Whereas like earlier in our lives it would have been like, whoa man, we're not ready. Like I don't know, but now like whatever
Now it's
direction we
like,
go in, it's like, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Your joy pisses me off. It's that time of the show where the Instagram posts where guests come on the show and explain things that need more explaining. Oh my
Need
god.
more context, yeah.
This photo needs more context, guys.
Oh shit. Out of all the ones you chose.
Oh no.
And this is from Meloday's first Instagram, too. So I had to go back to
A
that
bit of a
one.
deep cut.
Deep cut.
So, Meloday, this is at school, and you are wearing business attire. What is going on there? What is this Meloday's boyfriend in the background? Too, this
Mr.
guy?
Chesterfield? Is that what it says? Mr. Chesterfield?
Chester Turd.
Oh,
or
God,
something.
that's worse.
Yeah.
First out, shout out to Nature's Protagonist for doing that to me. So, first things first, the reason I'm wearing a suit is because it could have been one of two reasons. I was very daring with my fashion choices in high school, so it could have simply just been that. I like wearing certain things that just make me feel like powerhouse business person. Dress for the job you want, not for the job you have.
So this wasn't a particular event, this was just like your everyday drip?
Getting
Or-
ready to be the power couple.
Yes, it could have been just that, or it was simply the fact that I was doing a test in accounting or business class, because you actually get extra points if you dress up in
Oh,
business
wow.
attire.
This is high
Yeah.
school?
Yeah.
We didn't
Yeah.
have
Yeah.
access to these things
Yeah,
in
we
high
had
school.
a really good
Wow.
accounting class as well as business class in general, and that's just
Ontario
happened?
was a touch bigger than Cold Lake.
Yeah, just
to explain the photo in the background. So my friends, I'm pretty
Emily.
sure. Okay, I thought it was Karine, so sorry. I was
can
about to throw
sign
Karine under the bus.
Emily.
Emily made that for me. I don't know if it was for a birthday gift or it was just whatever, but like they like to put stuff on like that in my locker. It was my lovely boyfriend at the time, Chester Turd. I don't know what yours
He
this
even has
is.
like a tattoo of you on him. And
Oh wow! I predicted my own future.
Just like that picture predicted, here I am, Mr. Chester Turd.
Did you know that this guy is actually a drawing of this guy?
Yeah, Mr. Chester Turd in the flesh.
I don't actually know any other background to that picture because my friends made it for me, so I'm not really sure. But
Do you remember this day, David?
I remember this day.
I don't.
I know you don't.
I barely remember anything about high school. I didn't realize for the longest time that I had run for student council president.
Wow. I thought you were gonna say I didn't realize for the longest time that we went to the same school.
Like, I forgot that for
Yeah.
years.
Wow.
How
For
high were
years.
you in high school?
Apparently very.
He was so straight edge in high school, though. It's not even funny.
It's ridiculous. But yeah, now I'm a big bum. But yeah, like years ago, I was super straight edge, and apparently I just forgot all of it. So
Oh, but the thing is,
Truly
the picture.
sober.
This picture was taken because of David. Actually, like it was him that said, like, "Hey, I want to take a picture of my friends before I leave for New Zealand."
oh, cool.
And so he actually came up to my locker. We weren't like close friends at this point. We were at one point.
This friend's pretty cool.
And he's just like, Melody, take a picture with me. I want to, do a picture. And that's why we took that picture.
I
And
love
for
it.
whatever reason, we decided to do it with my locker wide open. So
So that you could
Here's what it was.
see in the future my teleported back in time picture.
Yeah.
This is a paradox.
Not crazy about the flavor. It's a little strange.
It's fine.
okay, so there's a reason I chose this photo. And it's because of something Kristine said.
Uh-oh.
a while ago about
Uh-oh.
non-married people
Oh
in the
God.
family.
What am I gonna say?
Not being next to each other during family photos, just in case you guys split up. So I have
Did
here.
I say that?
You did.
Oh.
And then a couple of months after you said that to me, this photo came out of your lovely family Christmas with Brandon. And I see this because you guys, I believe you guys still weren't married at this point. I don't know if you were engaged. I'm pretty sure you were engaged.
No, that's
I
what
don't
it was
think
before
so.
that.
Okay, so this lovely family photo, but like, you're not together.
We aren't.
In this. What's up with that?
Did Gail take this picture?
I think it must have been a tripod.
A
I don't think
tripod?
they were over at that
Gail
point.
wasn't over?
I don't think so.
Oh my gosh, that is so funny that we're not beside each other.
And it looks like Kristine's actively like as far away as Brandon
you
as
could
possible.
absolutely cut me out, and this
Yeah.
is a beautiful Christmas photo.
Do you still believe that, Kristine? That like in a family, like with how many siblings, do you still believe people who are unengaged or not married should still be cheated to the edge of a photo just in case?
It's smart.
No, and you know,
It's forward thinking.
You're actively like saying what you
That's so
preach.
funny,
You're doing
'cause
what you preach.
I don't remember saying that, but I know I had this opinion in wedding photos.
That's a good point.
So in wedding photos specifically, it wasn't even like putting them off to the side and cropping them out. It was, here's a photo with the family and like the plus ones, the partners, and then here's a photo without them.
yeah.
Because like Brandon's sisters had partners. One of the partners like didn't come that day, which was, see, this is why. Okay, this is exactly why. He could have been at the wedding, but he broke his leg and he wasn't there.
Unrelated
And
accident.
so now he's not in the photos and I'm so happy.
It worked out.
Yes,
But-
there is a photo without my brother-in-law in it, and there is a photo with my brother-in-law in it. So
I think for this photo specifically, one, like, I mean, it was just a coincidence, but it shows that this is how comfortable we all are. It's just like, everyone get in, it doesn't matter if we're like that close.
yeah, it shows the opposite, is that I am so closely knit to this family that
But-
I can sit with anybody.
And also, too, when we were graduating high school, and everyone was getting their like outfits together, I really
Oh,
wanted to wear an
yes.
orange suit, and Kristine wanted to wear a blue dress, and every other couple wanted to match,
Yeah.
and we were like, fuck it, like we're just gonna do whatever we want to do.
I was a little upset, but it was okay.
News to me.
I was a little bit upset, but I understood and it was okay.
And we're the only couple from high school that's still together. Anyway, but yes, that picture, purely coincidence. There was no.
I thought maybe you were just practicing what you preached. I'm like, good for you.
That's so kind of me to be like, they might want to cut me out of this one day.
You guys are, you know what it is.
Yeah, and I'm not looking forward to it.
I was reading the side of this. It says this is the evolution beyond insanity, so it actually might be worse than what I.
What do you mean worse?
What?
I'm just gonna read this verbatim, and we can decide.
But look how chunky that is.
Red hot chilies have evolved, and sauce design has changed in tandem. After traveling beyond insanity, we returned to ground zero and found the final answer. This is our evolution, a more sophisticated da bomb, brutal heat from some of the hottest peppers known to man. Fuck.
We paused for 1 second too long. Now I'm scared. I'm scared.
Let's go.
Did you okay?
Let's do it.
Oh,
Three, two,
scheiße.
one. Oh man,
It's still bad.
this is worse with age. This might have gone bad. Oh my god.
Uh-oh. Yours must be worse. Yours must be worse.
Are you gonna throw up?
It's so bad.
So for context, David had the little bottle from the last time.
Because he thought that one was worse.
Oh,
And he's like, no, I gotta do the authentic one.
I'm only taking one bite of that. That's. Oh man, I'm sweating.
Yeah.
I'm legit
I'm really
sweating.
hot.
Brandon, shut the fuck up.
Whoa.
Really good. Wipe my fingers off.
All right.
You haven't even swallowed it.
You're making it so much worse.
Okay, I have to read this while you guys are like
Yeah.
very uncomfortable.
That's the whole.
Okay, Boston Pizza, Virtue Energy Drinks, Cheetos, Louboutin, and Tiffany's. Your favorite brands say a lot about you guys, but let's say you were to get a tattoo on your face and the company was gonna pay you for it. What tattoo and how much money are you getting of this company?
How big does it have to be?
You know, a decent size that you can like see it when you're across the street. Like, hey, that guy has a face tattoo of McDonald's.
I wouldn't do it. I mean, like, unless it's like a gun to your head situation, I'm not gonna fucking.
No amount of money, hey? Okay. What company though, if you had to? What logo?
Pizza. I am fucking tearing up over here. Holy shit.
Boston Pizza.
I'd give it a...
How you doing, Meloday? What tattoo are you getting on your face?
Oh my god.
Oh man.
It's so bad.
Okay, well,
I'm fucking crying over here.
I see that.
the economic side of my brain is
I'm gonna
like,
get some more napkins. Sorry.
Can you also crack the ice cream?
yeah, ice cream, please. The economic side of my brain is like, what would give the biggest return? And what would also be able to explain away why I have the tattoo on my face. So if I had to choose, TD Bank, Canada Bank.
Oh.
TD, because I can feel like true delight, true David, or like totally David, or something like
Really?
that. I'll just say it's something else. It's initials that I can explain away initials, and I can still make it look pretty
I
good.
have only so many hands.
You didn't even pre-open these?
No, it's okay. I got it. I'll
He's
help.
suffering too. Wowee.
But yeah, TD, Canada Bank, all the way. Simple, classy. I can put it right here.
I never
can
would have
put it-
guessed that.
But below my like here, right here, like make it even, easy peas.
Cool.
Oh, that's a better one.
So it'll pay out like fucking tenfold.
And then that works for Boston Pizza too. What could you change BP to like stand for if you wanted to?
Boss pussy.
Boy pussy.
Big peener.
Oh yeah. Pussy.
No, it'll be Boston Pizza. Everyone will know.
Awesome.
So I just want to see how fucked I look right now.
I've never
little
seen
bit
you teared
red.
up like this.
Oh yeah, man. That would hit me.
I feel like shaky. Like I can't.
Oh my goodness.
Angelina Jolie right now though. Angelina Jolie.
All right. We doing it?
Yep.
No, wait. Oh god.
Sorry. Immediately.
Choose like you have a secret.
As you're about to round out your second year of marriage, we want you to list the top 3 moments of your marriage to this day.
Top 3 moments.
Monster Jam anniversary.
I was gonna start with like the day itself, how special it was, and you went Monster
The
Jam.
day itself, of course. Monster Jam anniversary.
And then what's a third?
You know, there haven't been that many good times. I'm just kidding. So many good times I can't pick from. Disney!
Oh God, yeah, Disney.
I
Okay,
just
so
remembered.
Honeymoon.
Okay,
the
so
marriage itself, best day of our lives. Monster Jam, third best day. Disney World, second best day.
yeah.
Pretty good.
So everything that revolves around the wedding day. It's like the wedding day itself. And then, oh, here's our anniversary, which is because of the wedding day. Oh, Disney, because of the wedding day. It's a honeymoon.
Yeah.
So
Just the
basically,
best
we only have
times.
about one thing a year to look forward to from now on.
That's like
Each
most other people.
anniversary.
Sure.
Welcome to corporate servitude.
This year we're gonna do brunch on the riverboat for our anniversary.
Nice.
So that's gonna be super fun.
I mean, it's no monster trucks, but
Yeah.
that's what happens when she gets to pick.
Alrighty, go.
Oh god, I'm gonna die.
Okay, so around here we have a tradition called the last stab, which is why this is called the last stab.
Why are you shaking the bottle?
Gotta shake the bottle.
Goosebumps.
Put the last stab, a little bit of extra hot sauce on, and then it's over. Then the show is over. We're done.
Oh, you're going right for the wing, but that's the rookie way. You have to put it on the cutting board. And
No, it's fine.
Ah. Oh, fuck me.
That's not too bad.
Now, is it nerfed like it seems like it is on the show? Or are we just gonna get anus blasted out of here?
It's a terrible dab.
Excuse you, there's stuff on there. Way to call me out. Look, me and Kristine are the same.
Oh, I'm gonna do it for you? Okay.
Well, thanks. I thought that was...
Hey, how much do you have?
Well, like mildly more.
All right, Team Larry. Let's
Team
do it.
Larry!
Larry.
Oh, that's disgusting. I thought it was at least gonna taste good. That's really gross.
Sorry, Sean Evans.
There's no flavor. It's all heat.
That's really gross.
Oh. Whoa. That about sums it up.
I don't care for this.
It doesn't even taste good.
No.
Ew! That's so gross.
All right. On this, the peak of the Hot Ones mountain.
Oh, I'm sorry. I got.
Yep. Do it.
I'm sorry.
Spit
Oh
it
my
out.
god. I'm
You
so
have
sorry.
to do what you gotta do.
I'm so sorry.
That's okay.
You're both obviously no strangers to the spotlight and have played many roles across the last decade. From Gundown, Fashion for Change, The Rick Mercer Show, Degrassi. But let's flip the script a little bit here. In a movie that was about your lives, what actors would play you and your loved ones?
Vanessa and Hudgens right now. She's the only Filipino Canadian I know of right now, off the top of my head. She'd play me. John Krasinski for David is my vote.
I think Chris Pratt.
Nice.
Chris Pratt. I like that.
Like I feel like we kind of are similar.
Yeah, I like that.
Sorry.
Nicely done.
Woo, team.
Oh.
Oh,
All right, we gotta wrap this up.
Oh.
So that's 10 wings up. I guess that's your job, David.
10 wings up, 10 wings back.
Down.
10 wings up, 10 wings down. Thank you for coming on the show today. This camera. Tell the world what you got going on.
It is almost our 2nd year anniversary. Woo!
Yeah.
And we're doing, Team Larry's doing 5K foam run on Saturday.
5K Foam Fest. Donate to, what is it? Make-A-Wish Foundation. Donate to 5K
Donate
Foam
to
Fest for the
kids.
Make-A-Wish Foundation.
What are you guys doing in your life?
We have the Tom and Corrine Reinhardt to Wallace wedding.
I go do some
Coming up.
commanding when I get back to work.
As long as there's no hot ones, I don't care what it is we do in the future. I don't know if I can do this again.
I'm consistently impressed by Sean Evans' ability to do this every single time.
Well, I would have fucking quit. Okay, I feel like that's a wrap.
Good job, everyone.
And I'm gonna land a kickflip on video.
Oh, sorry. I burped.